Edinburgh has announced when it will be enforcing new parking rules that could result in fines if broken. From January 29, it will be the first Scottish city to ban pavement parking to make roads accessible for all and prevent inconsiderate driving. Failure to comply could result in a £100 fixed penalty notice for drivers and possible vehicle confiscation, so it's important to know what the new guidelines are and how to follow them correctly. It comes after the Scottish Government passed pavement parking prohibitions in 2021, which gives local authorities the power to implement the ban. This came into force back in December and more areas are likely to follow Edinburgh's footsteps. Councillor Scott Arthur, Transport and Environment Convener, said, "These new rules are about making our streets safer and more accessible for everyone, in particular those with visual impairments or mobility issues. I've heard from many people who say the change will make their day-to-day life much easier. I have also been pleased to hear that, as a result of our publicity campaign, pavement parking is already reducing in some areas." The legislation sets out 3 key changes for parking in the following areas: pavement parking, double parking and dropped curb parking. Read on to learn what each of these changes will mean for Scottish drivers. Pavement parking. According to Scottish legislation under the Transport Scotland Act, 2019, a person must not park their vehicle on a pavement. A car is considered to be parked if it is stationary, or one or more of its wheels is on any part of the pavement. It is important to remember that a vehicle is parked whether its driver is present at the vehicle or its engine is running, so even stopping for a few seconds could mean trouble. Double parking. The legislation also sets out prohibition on double parking, where a vehicle is parked more than 50 centimeters from a carriageway. This means you can't park more than 50 centimeters beyond the following parts of the road: where the edge of the carriageway is marked by a painted solid white line, the edge of the painted line furthest from the center of the carriageway where the edge of the carriageway is not marked by a painted solid white line and is bounded by a curb, the edge of the curb closest to the center of the carriageway. In any other case, where the surface of the carriageway meets the verge, a strip of grass or plants, part of the carriageway. Dropped curb parking. A dropped footway refers to an area of lower pavement designated for pedestrians and cyclists to cross roads safely. Under Section 56 of the Act, a person must not park on a road adjacent to a footway that is for the purpose of assisting pedestrians or cyclists to cross the carriageway where the footway has been lowered to meet the level of the carriageway. The carriageway has been raised to meet the level of the footway. Join the Daily Record WhatsApp community. Get the latest news sent straight to your messages by joining our WhatsApp community today. You'll receive daily updates on breaking news as well as the top headlines across Scotland. No one will be able to see who is signed up and no one can send messages except the Daily Record team. All you have to do is click here. If you're on mobile, select Join Community and you're in. If you're on a desktop, simply scan the QR code above with your phone and click Join Community. We also treat our community members to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. If you don't like our community, you can check out anytime you like. To leave our community, click on the name at the top of your screen and choose Exit Group. If you're curious, you can read our privacy notice. Don't miss the latest news from around Scotland and beyond. Sign up to our newsletter here.